Hello, welcome to 3 a.m. with me, Acid, and my cohorts, Pyro
Yo.
and Lightning.
How's it going, guys?
This is hopefully the first of many in a series known to most as a podcast, where we're probably just going to be, honestly, having pointless conversations the entire time. But we hope to get a few things across, and the entire point of this is to make you think. So hopefully we accomplish that.
So, to get us started off, let's just kind of read out like the general ideas of what we're going to be actually talking about. But first off, one trending thing that's going around, guys, is the Olympics. So let's hear it. What is your opinion about like Olympics and what's going on there?
Personally, I feel that it happens. Well, obviously, it happens once every 4 years, or at least the Summer Olympics happens once every 4 years, and it's basically all about hype, and it's like all the people want to they want to support their country, and they just want to be a part of something. So I feel it's more the Olympics is not. And this is not downsizing under the athletes, because the athletes are fantastic. But,
It's a hype show.
What?
It's a hype show.
It is a hype show. And, it's all about, wanting to fit in with, the rest of the people that watch it. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty good opinion. It's sort of...
I kind of agree with that because, the whole big Facebook trend and all that stuff. But one of the things that I've been lately seeing is that most of all the people I'm friends with, or everyone's talking about, hey, this person got whatever medal, or let's go Spain, let's go America. It's kind of funny how everyone's mentioning this, but the only thing is that you're supporting your team, which is great, but then why do you insist on posting 6 or 7 in an hour?
That's sort of like a friend of mine. Sorry to interrupt, but that's sort of like a friend of mine who, otherwise you would never hear it out of him. But when Stanley Cup comes around, it's all about Devils.
Yeah.
Or Flyers, or whatever hockey team you might support.
I definitely agree with Pyro that, it is something to, more or less just talk to other people, because if you think about it, year-round, we're not talking about anything, unless something, good or bad happens, oh, this person died, it's such a tragedy, or, rest in peace, and all that stuff.
And then we forget 6 months later. Yeah.
And then something bad or something good happens another 6 months, and it's yeah, congratulations, oh, I want my life to be like that. But then when it finally comes down to it, when you have the Olympics, for all, the athletes, everybody else in the world, everyone's just yeah, let's go for it. I mean...
Maybe if they made a movie like they did for 2012, people would be more excited.
Oh.
The Olympics, the end of all sports. I'm serious. Coming to a theater near you.
What the hell? The fucking poltergeist got you at that point. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sick off of was it pea soup?
For those listeners who don't exactly know this, we're recording this at almost midnight, so this is kind of a late night for some of us.
Well, the show is called 3 a.m. If I had it my way,
I'd be asleep, and I wouldn't even be here.
Shut up, Garfield.
I'm not orange, damn it. Anyways.
Moving on.
I was laughing.
Moving on. Movies. Yes, movies.
One of my favorite all-time movies. And it's funny that I mentioned this, but when I was a kid, I watched Titanic, and it's funny because when I first got that movie, I was about 5 or 6 years old. When I was a kid, I wouldn't want to watch the beginning. I would only want to watch the part where the ship sinks.
Exactly.
And it's funny because...
Silly Pyro, you were a young lad and you didn't know what plum fever was. See, plum fever is a rare disease that people get when you're supposed to be captaining or skippering a ship, and you forget to eat your plums, which is horrible and can cause scurvy. But aside from that, you go crazy and start seeing plums everywhere and think icebergs are edible. So you drive your ship into an iceberg. What are you gonna do? What are you trying to do?
Anyway,
You know the captain's crazy when he breaks for ducks. Yeah,
but
enough of that.
it's funny because a friend of mine pointed this out to me.
Yeah.
Like one of my, actually, it was one of my, it was like one of my aunts. Like
My
one
aunt
of
is
my,
my friend
like my
too.
aunt. She said that when I was young, I couldn't watch the movie The Little Mermaid because Ursula scared the crap out of me.
Try
But then
try fighting
again,
her in Kingdom
I
Hearts.
watched 10,000 people go and freeze to death in the Atlantic Ocean, and I just sat there watching it like nothing.
That could have to do with American culture, though.
Hey, you know what? I think I got something scarier than Ursula. Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Oh my god.
You know what's scarier than eating hot dogs? Ma'am!
How about that newest Batman movie?
Oh, yeah. Bruce Wayne gets his back broken, just like the comics, except not like the comics.
Well, I'm officially going to see the movie like pretty soon. So I'm actually pretty stoked.
That's cool. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
I mean, I'm kind of curious about the whole people opinions on the actual shooting.
Yes,
You know-
actually, and sorry to interrupt, but we're a little short on time. So that's a good segue. I like that. If you guys have any questions or comments, let us know. Actually, we have a question for you. How do you feel about the Colorado shooting? Leave your answers in the comments. I think it's that time. You guys think this should be a weekly thing, or are we beating it to death?
I think this could definitely be a weekly thing.
Oh yeah.
All right. To the 3 watching at home, have a good night. See you, true believers.